Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Vizik here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about lag compensation. The reason for this is because Battlefield recently released the spring update, which came along a new change in the netcode that is revolutionary in the way lag compensation the system works with dedicated servers, because other games need to take note of this, especially Call of Duty. I'm looking at you, the one with skill-based matchmaking and could give two shits about connection. Anyway, what it did was, if you have over 100 millisecond ping, lag compensation for you was completely negated. You did not have it. You weren't given it. So you in turn had to lead your shots, basically predict where the person actually was according to the server. The reason for this is because it caused an unforgiving issue that high ping players were able to kill low ping players going into cover, going around corners, which in games like Call of Duty and Battlefield 1, that there's a lot of cover and you move cover fast, that was a major issue. It's a little bit more of a major issue in Battlefield than Call of Duty because there's not as much, debris and stuff you can hide behind, but still, it's still a prevalent issue in Call of Duty, and I am smacked with that hammer constantly. What does this mean? Basically, what it means is you got shitty internet, you're no longer gonna outperform somebody. That's just because I've noticed this, okay? And I'm not gonna be a little less professional, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm coding a game. I wanted it to be a surprise, but I'm coding a game, so I know how netcode works. I know how to do lag compensation systems. Again, if you have high ping, you are just the advantage king when it comes to dedicated servers. That's why I have a big issue with Call of Duty switching from peer-to-peer to dedicated servers, because I knew this was a major issue. This goes back all the way from Battlefield 3, where it was already known. But we had people from the Battlefield, oh, Call of Duty don't use dedicated servers now, that's so old, that's old fashioned. Well, the reason is because the lag compensation system works a little bit differently. You don't constantly have people shooting people around corners unless the host is crappy. I know some people probably think I'm reaching too far, like, hey, this not really an issue. Bullshit. I could probably count on two hands how many times within maybe 10 matches I got shot going around cover when I know for damn sure I was already around and I shouldn't have been killed. It happens to me constantly with the new Call of Duties. This is something that I strongly feel Call of Duty should just take note of, but they're not gonna do it. They're really not, honestly. Because, oh, it's gonna hurt, people are not gonna like it, some people may leave. Well, it's like, well, you're hurting the people who are passionate about your game, like have passion for gaming online, because they went out and they have good internet, and they're just being completely destroyed by people with shitty internet. It gets to the point where if you go on some places, like some forum websites where people are actually purposely lagging themselves to get this advantage, basically you can lag your own internet and get these advantages, and it's fucking ridiculous. The only thing that is a little weird is your hit markers lag, but that's because of hit markers are server side. What happens is, with lag compensation is if on your screen, basically on your client, is if that raycast comes in contact with a hitbox that is placed on some model of some character, and it goes through all this code figuring out the weapon, shit like that, it gets sent to the server, and the server says, okay, it sends you a hit marker, and it sends the other person that he got hit, basically. There's no system to say, okay, well, that's okay, or there's no system saying, hey, that person really isn't right there, that shouldn't be a hit. That's like compensation, because if not, we'd all be having to lead shots. But the issue resides in somebody having higher ping. So if you can be far as hell around a corner and still die around a corner. That's happened to me a couple times. Not as much as just randomly dying around the corner. That happens so often with the new Call of Duties. It's just baffling. This issue needs to be solved. Now DICE literally gave them, saying, hey, not they really didn't, but it's basically given Like, hey, we have this system now. Maybe you should take fucking notes for once, okay? Pay attention. Don't just... even if they did this, I still wouldn't be satisfied perfectly. I'd be happy. I'd be happy as hell if they did this with World War II. But I'd be even more satisfied if they got rid of dedicated servers and just did peer-to-peer. First of all, it saved the company a shit ton of fucking money dealing with dedicated servers, because those Activision has to buy servers in order for their games to be played on. That's a lot of fucking money. Not just hosting game serving server saves, you know, shit like that, saves of people. That's completely different. Having servers to play on though, that's a lot of money. So if you just do it from peer to peer, get rid of your dumbass skill-based matchmaking that does nothing but piss people off because you get placed on teams that are shitty even though you're the top player in the... Anyway, skill-based matchmaking needs to be thrown out the window so you have room for better matchmaking based on connection. So people have a better gaming experience. That's what happens if you put connection as king, like Von der Haar so specifically said. That was in Black Ops 3, which is complete horse shit if you have dedicated servers with skill-based matchmaking. That is so fucking dumb. Like, skill-based matchmaking is something that make even more sense on peer-to-peer than on dedicated servers. Like, what the hell? I mean, Battlefield started doing that shit with Battlefield 4. Very slightly, but in Battlefield 1, it's prevalent. Like, it even tells you that it's matching based on your skill, which is dumb to do on dedicated servers, because you end up getting placed with some people that have crazy high ping and end up ruining your experience because you get killed around corners. Anyway, to sum it up, lag compensation, if you have crappy internet and your ping is really bad to whatever game you should not even have lag compensation. That's just the way it is. You want to have a better gaming experience, get better internet. And for some people who want to complain, hey, well, maybe we live on other regions and whatever, and that's when that company can put more servers out there. But guess what? If there wasn't no dedicated servers, if we didn't have any, we had peer-to-peer instead, that would not be an issue. It would never be an issue. Because why? If you have people playing in your region, guess what? That's who you would be matched with. With people in your region where you can have fucking 10 millisecond ping or 20 millisecond ping. You'd have the time of your life. But for some reason, we have dedicated servers. I don't understand. Peer-to-peer is always the way to go if you use it right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you understood what I was trying to get at, because this is an issue that needs to be fixed in other games. I literally fist bump Battlefield for making this change. It's like, even though I have issues with Battlefield 1 just literally being spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, and unless you literally like fucking spend 10 minutes trying to figure out what you're gonna do, like plan out a cool tactical way to, as soon as you spawn, not fucking die within 30 seconds. Yeah, that's an issue. DICE, fucking fix that. Then I would literally just quit Call of Duty, because that's do you realize how much of a better playing experience that's going to give people with lower ping and who have overall better internet? Really fucking good. Other developers need to take note. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.